I want to talk today about goals, why setting goals is important, and what difference it could make in your lives. We've all got dreams and aspirations. We've all got places we want to go, things we want to do, attainments we want to have in life, and we think about them, we dream about them. Those are goals. But what do you do with them? Are they just fleeting thoughts in your mind, or do you actually take action? You see, when I meet with people and they talk to me about wanting some assistance, the first thing I ask them is, do you have any goals? And most people will say, sure, I've got goals. But the next question is, are they written down? And that answer generally is no. Only 3% of people actually write down their goals. Written goals take on a whole different connotation and meaning than goals that we just think about because those thoughts will change and change and change. Goals that are written down are right there in front of us and they're specific. So I ask you, do you have goals and are they written down? Or are you part of the 97% of the people that don't have goals written down? You see, your goal has to be something that is a passion inside you. You've got to be obsessed with it. You've got something you want to do and you want to see that dream become a reality. So take the time and write that down. Carry it with you. Look at it from time to time, daily. Think about that goal. That goal and that obsession has to inspire you. It has to drive you and it should stretch you. It can't be a goal that you think you can do. So many people write down goals that have conditions attached to them. A goal that if this happens, or if that happens, or if this individual does this, then my goal might happen. That's not the goal I'm looking for. The goal you should want is a goal that stretches you. You should be able to put it down and say, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I have no idea, but I know that's my goal. Some examples I can give you are perhaps you're an employee making $50,000 a year, but you want to live in a world where you're making 250. That's your goal. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but that's my goal. Or you're making 250 and you want to make 1 million a year. Or there's a position in your industry that's 3 or 4 levels above where you're at, but that's where I want to be. Or you've got personal goals and dreams, houses, cars, places you want to be. Those are your goals and dreams. Write them down. Become emotionally involved with them. Every day is going to take some action and repetition on your part to make your goal become a reality. If you write it down and take no action, it has no merit. But if you write it down and every day you take 2 to 3 to 6 things that are going to move you towards that goal, you're going to start moving in the direction of your dream. Your dream is going to move towards you. So, how do we do that? Well, first off, it's the repetition is going to take time of sitting down every day. Take 10, 15 minutes a day, if not longer, and meditate on your goal. Think about it, visualize it, see yourself coming from the place of that goal. It has already happened. Write it down 25 times every day in the morning when you get up. Write out your goal and write it out in the present tense. I am so happy and grateful now that, and fill in the blank. The examples I gave you. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am making $250,000 a year. Life is great. I can purchase the things of my desire. I have financial freedom. I live in a healthy body and I'm enjoying everything life has to offer. Whatever it is that you want, write it in the present tense 25 times. That ingrained writing of it and that repetition will start to feed from your conscious into your subconscious mind, at which point that goal starts to become more and more of a reality. Act like you're the person that's already attained the goal. Carry yourself as if that goal has happened. Make decisions from your goal, not towards your goal, but from your goal. If you have a decision to make that decision as if, okay, this goal has happened. So, as a person who has had that happen, what would the decision be that I would make? Make it from the goal, not towards the goal. Take that time day after day. If you've got the ability and you have the passion to put that into practice every day, you're going to start seeing a whirlwind of change happen. But be careful. Your paradigm is going to come at you hard, really hard. You know, all of that self talk, self doubt, fears that we've allowed to creep in over the years, oh, they're going to rear their ugly head. They're going to start telling you things like, you're kidding yourself. This isn't going to happen for you. You're not an elite person at the level that this kind of a dream would happen to. You're not smart enough. You don't know enough. Believe me, and I've been there. And you got to stop that paradigm from taking control. And how do we do that? Well, we start by fighting back against that paradigm. We start with the positive self talk, the writing of the goal every day, the visualization, and the time it takes to sit back and meditate on that goal. The repetition of that day after day will start to push that paradigm further and further away. You got to be in harmony with your goal. You have to resonate with it. It's got to be part of your being. You've got to see in that goal is in front of you, and I know I can do it. Look at others. Another pathway is modeling the behavior of others that have done it. There's nothing wrong with talking to people or reading up, studying on people that have actually done whatever the goal and dream is you have. How'd they do it? What worked? What didn't work? What pitfalls did they have to deal with? What shortcuts could they take? That's always a good way to look at it, as others have done it. You see, if you can dream it, you can do it, but you have to have the belief. And that belief comes by putting that goal on paper, writing it down, knowing you can do it, living from today as if that goal has already happened, being that person. You'll be so much better off for it, and you'll move so much faster in the direction of your goals and dreams. You see, there's three things I want to leave you with. I want you to really think hard about and consider. The goal has to be an irrevocable, unmistakable decision. It can't be changed. It is going to happen. Put that in your mind. If you're dipping your toe in the water, if you're going to test and see, I'll try it and see if I move towards it. If not, I'll give up. You've already lost. It's not going to happen. If you haven't written it down, you can stop right there. You have to write it down. Do that first. Second of all is the repetition, the writing of it daily, the meditating on it, the auto suggestion, stopping those paradigms. Step out of your comfort zone. Do what you have to do that's going to move you towards the direction of your goal so that it'll begin to move towards you. Positive mental attitude is the third thing. Positive mental attitude, a positive outlook. Don't waver in your decision. Let it be firm. And by taking these repetition practices every day, you're going to start seeing positive things happen. You see, there's a frequency in the world, and I've talked about it before. If you go from the ground to the sky, there's levels of frequency throughout the universe. The lower we are, the lower level of frequency, we're attracting things that are negative, things that aren't good. If our negative self-talk is taking control and we're allowing ourselves to believe it, we're going to start attracting things that are desirable. But as we start to grow in our positive mental attitude, our positive thinking, we start seeing ourselves in the goal, we start raising our level of frequency, positive things start to happen. The laws of the universe start to move us and our goal closer and closer to each other. So everything has energy. We're energy. 99.99% of everything in the world has energy. And that energy given off has a frequency, and you want to tap into that high level positive frequency. Therefore, when you write your goal down, you focus on it and you focus on all the attributes of it, and you don't allow the paradigms to step in and chart your course in a different direction. There's an old saying that if you don't change, nothing changes. And that's true. If we don't change, nothing changes, everything stays the same. Make every day the first day. You've heard the saying before, every day is the first day of the rest of your life. It's not really a saying. Think about it. Every day really is the first day of the rest of my life. Yesterday is past. Can't change it. Can't change what happened last week, last month, last year, last decade. Let so many people carry that with them. A lot of people stop themselves from attaining dreams because of circumstances, situations that occurred a long time ago. Stop. You can't change it. Quit carrying it with you. Yes, it may have been a hard time. It may have been something that strikes you to your core, but you can't change it. So you have to move past it. And you have to look towards the future. So look towards your goal. Start putting into practice the things that are going to put your goals and dreams into reality. Because as they come forward, ensuing dreams in the future are going to be easier to attain. you're going to now know the steps that it takes, and you're going to be more proficient at it because you've been practicing it. Put it into action. Make your dreams a reality, because once your belief matches your goal, it's inseparable. It has to happen. You can do it and get there. If you have questions, if you'd like to chat and maybe find out some thoughts that'll help you move towards your dreams, be happy to help you. At the end of this video is a link. Click on it, set up some time. It'll get you right to my calendar. Be happy to take 15 minutes and provide you some direction. But with that, I wish you a great week ahead, and I hope you'll have a very prosperous rest of the